Is there a fear and possibilities that the situations that have been going on over the past year could impact that?
I mean, look, to start off with, as we think about I will say some of the personnel challenges that we're dealing with right now. I mean, it's not a good thing, right? It's not good to have to replace your CFO and have your controller leave, and that sits primarily with the Board of Selectmen and Town Hall. The Board of Finance, by statute, cannot get involved in that. I look at it as a positive, though. I think it's an opportunity for us to bring in some high level talent to help us steer the ship in the appropriate way. I am part of the CFO search committee. You guys did a great job reporting on what happened with our last CFO, and I was appointed to the committee to help find her successor. We have some great candidates and some that I can't say too much about it, but I'm very excited about people with great experience who will help Wilton. So again, nobody likes multiple departures all at once, but given some of the folks in front of us, I think it's an opportunity for Wilton to continue sprinting ahead.
I mean, in your last answer, you talked about, not too many headwinds. I've been curious as to whether or not all of the goings on is going to impact our Moody's rating. I mean, part of what we hear that has gone into Moody's giving us such a high AAA rating is how smoothly everything functions and how great our staffing is. But we did have the problem with the audit. We have had very high profile departures all at once that gives some sense of management and process issues. Moody's isn't going to take a look at that and say, maybe we need to reconsider or take a closer look at things.
Well, as I think about the audit, look, you've heard me say it. I'm on the public record as expressing concern over the material weakness in the last audit, to the point where I wanted to, and we could talk about it, I wanted to establish the process review committee, because to your point, my opinion is issues don't just come at it out of nowhere. There's processes that lead to them. And I wanted to diagnose the exact processes, and not just in the finance department, but kind of across the board as well. And so we wanted to establish the process review committee. We think we might have had one meeting before the departure of our last CFO, so it never kind of hit the ground running. It is continuing, though. And our interim CFO is going to provide the Board of Finance, and I believe the Board of Selectmen, a report on what he sees and ways for us to up our game. But the direct answer to your question, I can't speak for Moody's. I'm not part of those conversations. That those meetings are had with the first select woman, with the CFO, and with the town administrator as well. But I wouldn't anticipate any issues right now, just given the strength of Wilton's balance sheet and Wilton's finances. Should those be impacted, sure, we'd have something to be worried about. But the issues right now are within some of the background processes, which we're focusing on fixing it in real time. And I anticipate that with some of these hires coming in the next few weeks and months, we'll be on the right track.
And the